Hi everyone, it's Katherine Skaggs and I'm here again with another tarot reading live, another pop-up. I've noticed that as we come into this full moon energy that it is promising a little bit more chaos and discernment times, opportunities for us as we continue to be upgraded. It's time to let go of that which no longer serves us, to anything that's born of difficulty. Anything that distracts us from love, anything that divides us. So we have lots of soup out there, lots of action, lots of things that we can truly move on from that are keeping us in despair, lack of hope. It's time to be focused on more light. So I spoke on that last week, and it seems I'm here again. I've got about 30 minutes to do a reading today. So I'm going to see what the goddesses and the tarot have to say about the moon coming in and these shifting times. What other messages might we get? It's really important to focus not only on grounding, but on moving into greater love. No matter your challenges, this is our soul growth opportunity. We are moving through times of challenge to grow, to come into the light, to come into awareness. What is the light? Is it just this light shining on me? No. It is wisdom, it is illumination, it's consciousness and understanding. There is a reason for all things that are taking place, and that you are here at exactly the right time. There are no mistakes. This is an opportunity to become more filled with light. It's an opportunity to move beyond duality. This is an opportunity to move more into your fifth dimensional awareness, or what would be considered more Christ light, more Buddha light, more consciousness of unity awareness, unity consciousness, oneness that brings love and healing, that brings love. Now, I worked with someone this weekend who's a channel and a walk-in. Some of you may or may not know what that is. But I liked what he said. It's not that you're here to become enlightened from a linear perspective. It is that we are here to clean away that which is not in alignment with our true God selves or our awareness, that we are cleaning away suppressed energy patterns that suppress our own divinity. So we're here to clean that away and move into a greater sense of ourself. Yes, we can do things about it. So we're going to pull some cards and see what the goddess and the tarot have to say. I'm Katherine Skaggs, and I happen to be the artist of the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and with my dear friend Sage Holloway, who's the author. So I'm going to do a 15-card spread in the next 25-30 minutes and address what can each and every one of us do to bring us into greater sense of love and self-connection as we let go of that which is fear, fright, and trauma, as we let go of that which no longer serves us. How do we do that? What do we do? And first of all, being here is a great opportunity to be together, focused on that which heals, that which brings us into love. Now, what's interesting about the way I do this 3-card spread, the first 3 cards have to do with who are you? Who are we? Who am I? As we enter into this intention to know how to navigate this full moon energy, how to integrate it to help us to expand our soul awareness. Because this is a very esoteric reading. It's very practical to the best of my ability to integrate it into what's going on in your life personally as well as collectively in the whole, not only in the United States but around the world. Yes, I'm in Colorado. And I'm here to talk about how do we align through these energy shifts in a greater peace. And it starts with each one of us individually. Do what you can here, locally, meaning this. All right. Interesting, what's at the very center is Mother Mary's sacrifice. And in the old tarot deck, or the medieval ages tarot deck, as I like to say, the one that was oriented there with the various characters, is that Mother Mary replaces the hanged man, which is oftentimes about stasis. And the word that Sage put here is sacrifice. She has her eyes closed. Her heart is luminous. She is honoring that space of that inner knowing and wisdom. She has the dove, which is kind of blown out by the lights here in the upper right-hand corner. And she's here to let you know that it's time for us to be inward. It's time for us to recognize this is a finite reality. That this is, on some level, your soul knows that you're here in a divine play to expand your soul. That we are the dreamers of this reality. And right now it looks like a shit show. Excuse my language, but that's kind of it. And so on your soul's awareness, there's a part of you that's already enlightened and is ready to let go your attachment to the finite fear example, the matrix of duality. That there's a part of you that's ready to make sacred this crazy experience of being in a shit show. Now, hopefully your whole life is not like that, but the outer reality looks pretty crazy right now. Hello, Margaret. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm sending you love back. So what's really important right now is that we recognize it's important to honor that which is finite. This life has this big, or it's this big. We are this big on a soul level. We are eternal. So while we're going through this movie, this drama, this play, where's your focus? What are you hanging on to and what do you need to let go of? She's saying let go of that which is not eternal. Learn from it, grow from it, stay in the light. Know that that love and that consciousness of wisdom is bigger than this finite craziness. That, what is your soul's purpose for being here to expand through these times? To learn courage, to be in more love, to expand and to learn to forgive, to know that you're infinite and that all your soul relationships are infinite. And that you are expanding on another level. So that's how I'm reading her today, is that she's here to say some part of you is ready to let go of your attachment to just this story and this reality, to move to a higher sense of your own self and your connection to your divinity, your consciousness, awareness of unity. And that it's time to bring that into this reality, to bring that infinite sense of self and love and creation into here and now, and to focus that into whatever it is you're dealing with, letting go of fear, fright, and trauma that is born of the finite duality. Another really important card that sits next to her that's saying our divinity is really trying to crack our conscious minds and egos and bring in awareness and love. So Kuan Yin is here. And this first three cards are about who you are in regards to this drama in the outer world. And this cycle of this moon is bringing in compassion from your higher soul selves to help you navigate your personal reality and all that is going on around you. That you have this within you, that you have Mother Mary within you and her awareness to connect to eternal light and life. That you have Kuan Yin within you. You have this ability to bring in love and this energy of kindness, compassion, and mercy wherever you are. It's time to activate those parts of your consciousness from the higher levels into your human awareness and how you're choosing to show up each day. We also have the Mother of Creativity. This is a mental suit. It's saying that what's really important about right now in this new moon or this full moon energy coming in is to work with your creativity. That is part of that full moon energy. It's about creativity. It's about bringing through these higher creative ways of being and how you see the world, how you choose to act within the world and within your own life. So meditate. Her eyes are closed too. Go within and be curious how you can create your world with these higher ideals and to navigate this reality. So meditation is going to be important. Creativity, dance, singing, art, all are very important about working with this full moon to be able to bring in the gifts of the energy and to bring it into letting go of negative energies, negative beliefs, negative thought forms, fears. It's important that we are here to bring light into them, to have tools to let go of all the chaos and duality. That personally you can come into a more unified state that brings you peace. Unified to what? Unified from your heart and your head up, hi April, I love you, dear, up into a higher sense of your soul, into this personal conscious human self. That this is much of the learning and the opportunity at hand right now. Now there's a bigger picture, 3 cards that I have here that have to do with what is this next cycle of this next 30 days of this full moon and this energy. What's interesting is I see this crone ascension. It's an earth card. It's about being in the physical. I love you so much. Being in the physical reality. But it's ascension. It's crone. Crone is wisdom. And it's ascension, meaning we are bringing in all this light to awaken in our physical reality. Ascension is not leaving your body to go somewhere else. It's about becoming awakened in the physical world, bringing the awareness and consciousness here and now that you can navigate this. So all the challenges and this energy of the full moon is to help activate us into greater awareness that you truly are an amazing divine being of light, and that you have the capacity to move out of duality into greater love, into greater peace, into greater awareness that this is not the only show in town, that there is a higher dimensional reality that we are starting to have the opportunity to tap into. Some of you are already doing it. Some of you are learning it because of what's going on. Is that it's time that we are releasing these limiting patterns that keep us from being who we really are. And so this moon energy is going to support us bringing in more awareness and wisdom. On a real basic level, this moon is also about helping us clean our emotions. That this card is an emotional suit card. It's the C's in the Mythical Goddess Tarot. It is about cleansing. It is about release. It is about cleansing emotional baggage, heaviness, density, things that pull you down. That now is a great time for any ceremony coming up the next few days to connect you to your heart and to let these emotions of hurt, of fear, of fright be cleaned out, be cleared out. I know many people personally who've gone through some pretty big situations, and I know the world is, our country is. Everyone is going through the ringer. Honor your emotions and find a place to move them out to free you from any difficult experiences and to bring you back from love. Another card, I should say, that is regarding your emotional self in your human experience is the Mother Perception. If you look at this card, you see that she's holding not only a trident, but she's looking into a bowl of water. It seems like it's actually a shell that is filled with what looks like dark ocean water. This is called a scrying bowl, or it's about being an oracle. It's about looking into the cosmos or into the infinite void of the energy of all that is. It's what readers will do, whether they're looking at a card or a crystal ball or a bowl of dark water. It's a way to look into the subconscious mind. So in this bigger picture, it's about you trusting your intuition and not just your physical senses. What do you perceive at an intuitive level, at a soul level, about your life? Look beyond the illusions in this reality. There's a lot of illusions. There is a lot of distortions and distractions taking place from what's really important. We're being drawn into drama and chaos to distract us from our own sense of ability to love. If we are held in fear, how can we grow? Well, it's a growth opportunity. So do your best to, as you're going through this waters of life, through whatever's going on in your life personally and through the collective, is that you're staying centered in your heart as much as possible. And this sense of being grounded and yet filled with awareness or light. Do your practices to ground. Do your practices to meditate and to focus on the light or of spirit, your higher self. And you will find you'll be able to navigate everything in a much better manner. Or so I would think. My experience says. Okay, there's 3 more cards. What do these 3 cards have to do with? What are your lessons right now, your challenges? The things that are going on in the world are most likely part of them, but what is their theme? So one of the challenges right now, when there's so much chaos, so much ugly, so much division going on, And this card was in my last reading, I'm pretty sure. The Earth card, which is about being in your body, being on Earth and present now. And she's about beauty. So she's in the challenges or the lessons. So, of course, when we have chaos, when we have fear, when we have fright, and the world is changing beyond our seeming control, it's very difficult to find the beauty in our world, in ourselves, in another human being, in our reality on any level. So because she's an Earth card, I would say if you can, get outside and walk in nature and look for the beauty that is right there with you. Now, for any reason you have a challenge because of the weather, whatever's going on around you, look for beauty within you. Look for beauty in your home. Make your home more beautiful. How do you bring beauty through you into the world around you? For this will start to change your heart and your perspective if that's what your focus is that if I need to return to beauty and I'm having a hard time, I need to focus on what is beautiful to me. A beautiful quality, a beautiful painting, a beautiful nature, a beautiful person. Look for this in yourself and then start asking yourself, how do I find this in every single day? And that starts shifting my vibration. Because whatever you focus on is going to expand its energy, its consciousness, its awareness. So if you're focusing on beauty, you're going to bring more of that into your life. This is going to be part of our need and our challenge to overcome the fear, fright, and chaos. You cannot control what other people do, but you can control your mind if you learn to direct it. That will affect your emotions and your physical self and how everything organizes in your reality. And learning that you are a creator. Okay, the other card that's in this section of challenges is Isis, the High Priestess. She is a benevolent, healing goddess of Egypt. She is about death and rebirth. She is capable of miraculous healing. She is benevolent to her people. She brings fertility and great abundance. She is about each of us challenging ourselves to take that role in our lives of being the high priestess in our lives. I don't care whether you're male or female. This is about you stepping up into your magic, into death and rebirth, into bringing in a whole new cycle that is aligned more with magic and spirituality and connection and healing. That how do you do that? Maybe you meditate on that. Maybe this is about you performing ceremonies and rituals for yourself or for others. That this is about being the vessel for that energy to come through. That this is your lesson right now, to step into this part of your own being, of your own divinity, that it is available for you and calling you in to learn what it's like to embody it. The other card in the lessons or the challenges is the Ace of Fire. We haven't had any fire in here yet. We've had a lot of water and other things. Now, the aces have everything to do with bringing in your helpers. You're protected. It tells me there's new beginnings happening. And usually the aces, when they show up in the lessons and the challenges, they're going to be, whatever this is about bringing in your light. It tells me that even with this full moon energy and the challenges of chaos going on, is you're going to have some help bringing in the light of new beginnings to be more filled with light, to be illuminated, to overcome these vast, crazy emotions, these difficult energies. This will help you through creativity to access this higher part of yourself, of being illuminated. That now's the time to own that. This is your lesson. How do I be filled with light? How am I illuminated? What does it feel like? What's it look like? To let go of the anger and the hurt and the pain so that I can be in that light. So find your ways that you can sit in the fire in a way that brings you into more peace, more illumination. You're being tempered. And this is the opportunity, is to know that your angels, guides, and helpers are here to lift you up and to trust that. Know that that is part of the lesson, is to trust that your guides, helpers, and angels are here to lift you up beyond the density into a newer state of awareness. Now we've got 3 more cards that are here. Hey, Deb. I know, help from the inside. We got 3 more cards right here that have to do with what our challenges are. And one of the cards is, again, the water suit. This is a negative card. It's denial. Looks like a woman with 7 snakes around her. And literally, it's like a woman on the Nile, in denial. And it's a Scorpio energy. And it's definitely about coming out of the trance. It tells me that we do not want to deny ourselves. We want to, or our emotions. We want to face our emotions. We want to engage our emotions. We want to clean our emotions of anything dense and negative. And we want to come into working with our emotions that we're filled with joy, we're filled with life, that we can move through that which has been dark. It's because that's a negative card in the action. It tells me that cleansing card that was in the overview is that there are going to be opportunities with this full moon energy to clean away what has kept you stuck, to clean away that which has kept you in a trance. Get off the news. Quit watching all the fear stuff. Take action in a positive way that allows you to come into your emotions and to feel whole again and to feel hopeful again. So we have to, first of all, clean away the density and the negativity to allow something more beautiful to come in. Which we got this card, forgiveness, here. That's going to help you clean away the negativity. She's focusing inward on her heart. She's letting go through fire and purification to alchemize that which we need to let go of. It's time. Forgiveness is basically letting go of attachment to that which has harmed you. Let it go. It's not going to help you. But you may need help meditating or focusing on your healing process to bring in light that allows you to disconnect from focusing on how mad you are and how awful this is. And yeah, there's a place for that. I'm not denying that at all. However, there are times for us to be able to be at peace and to move forward is to open our hearts and bring in the fire, the light that transmutes the density that has created the harm. I'm moving a little quickly today because I've got something to do here shortly. All right. Child of consciousness. It's a wind card. It's a mental suit. She tells me that not only do we need to forgive and clean the emotional suit, but in our minds we need to be free. Become childlike. Become curious like a child. Children, until somebody puts their thumb on them, they're curious. They're free. They're amazing. They have a lot to teach adults who've forgotten. This is about coming into the light, being able to allow your mind to fly to the higher dimensions, the higher awarenesses of your soul that is free to create from a magical place. What's it like for you to come into that energy amidst the challenges that are around you? Focus on this instead. All right, what happens if you do all this? Oh, good stuff. All right. We have the opportunity for breakthroughs as we follow the energies here and we work with this next month. How about coming into delight? This is a higher level energy of the fire suit, of passion, of spirit, that says the outcome as we clean ourselves emotionally, as we come up to a state of higher consciousness in a physical body and through our mind, is that we're going to be more light-filled and delighted about our lives and about all that we're creating, that we're going to feel more like we're creating through love and through fire and passion, that this will be our outcome. It also tells me that we're opening up our emotional body as we let go of the fear, fright, trauma, that as we clean our emotions, we're going to move into passion. We're going to move into this place where our hearts are open, that we're going to be focusing on passion, on life, on living life with gusto, of living it with an open heart, and that we're here in self-love. And this is also a possibility of how we live in love with other beings. It could mean a personal relationship. However, I look at this mostly of that we play well together, that we love ourselves and we can love one another with an open heart, that there's a flow there, there's possibility, and that's from the place that we engage. And if we do that, it shifts everything. So I'm not going to speak on and on tonight because I usually do, but I'm going to let this stand for what it is, hope that it brings you a blessing, and that you can go back through this and see where you are working with this energy in a positive way for shift, and that I will see you somewhere after the new moon, the full moon. And I hope you all are doing great and that you can stay focused in love and in wisdom and in passion for unity, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Oh, in the video.